What's the right material to work with? Lilia and her team must improvise here in Lviv.
But this is also wool. It is wool, but it's got some kind of polyester and it is lighter. I think we need to produce from what we have.
This could normally be a typical conversation between designers, but nothing is business as usual for Lilia and her team anymore. Lilia used to lead a team of designers in Kyiv. When the war began, she fled to France. Now, she's back in Ukraine.
It's impossible to leave my team behind. I need to give people jobs, faith in the future. That's why I am here. My return is about supporting Ukraine and those who don't know whether to return or what to do, how to live.
Shaken by the brutality of this war, she says, she wants to secure jobs for her team who all had to flee from Kyiv to Lviv. Here in Lviv, in this wedding factory, she has found a temporary workspace. Lilia believes her country has a future.
My message to all women who are abroad and who may think about returning and what to do here, I want to tell them, we have the strongest men in the world. We will win, and we can overcome anything.
At the train station in Lviv, the last stop for people who are trying to reach safety. Masses of people tightly packed in front of trains heading for Poland. They all want to leave what they've experienced behind them. Much like Lyuba and her 2 grandchildren, who needed 4 days to get here from Kharkiv, a city in the east of the country that has been particularly devastated.
At home in Balaklia, in the Kharkiv region, horrible things are happening. There are bombings. Dead bodies are lying around in the village. 2 villages were completely destroyed.
Her grandson, 16-year-old Kirill, doesn't know if he will ever return to Ukraine.
I will stay with my parents in Poland. I will study and live there somehow.
However, a small but growing number of refugees are returning to Ukraine. Most of them are men ready to fight, but it's estimated that 1 out of every 5 are women. Some return to help their relatives escape, while others try to help in any way they can. And Lilia simply wants to continue with her work. She proudly shows this dress.
These clothes are made during wartime, but inside there is peace.
But when will peace return to Ukraine? For now, the war is present here too. Our interview interrupted by air raid sirens.
The air raid siren again. Girls, if you want to go down, go.
Oh, it's terrible.
The siren is...
I am afraid, because it's unpredictable. We need to stay alive.
The factory could be a target too, Lilia explains, as we head to the bunker. In spite of everything, Lilia thinks the decision to return was a good one.
Everyone is responsible for their own actions. And everyone decides for themselves what they do, what they say, the choices they make, what Ukraine means to them. This is my choice.
And also her risk. As long as the war continues, a life in constant fear, she says. But she doesn't want to leave the country again.